me like nobody me like you. Howdy doodly. To the nerds of the intro web, I know you missed me. Probably not going to be able to do this without interruptions, but I know you missed me. I was supposed to shoot this one last week, but I was sick. You didn't want to hear me. You didn't want to hear me sniffling, sneezing, and coughing on this here microphone. So, Caveman Grunting, episode 7. What we have for you today. Of course, you know it. You love it. Like when I do it. Marvel Rivals Talk, season Quattro is out. So we're going to talk about a couple few of the things in there. I watched Thunderbolts. I know I'm late, but I'm going to give you what I think about the Thunderbolts. And as we do every single time, the anime review. And this anime review is with a bit of self-reflection. I was gonna talk about what's going on in hip hop with Young Thug and all that schnishnaw, but I'll do a whole different video on that. Don't you worry. So we start with our Marvel Rivals talk, and yeah. So as I said, season 4. You know him, you love him. Crash Out Rio. Let's get it.
With 5 kids behind me trying to get them a meal. On one, that's what it feels like being a tank. It feels like being a single mother with a kid, with 5 kids behind me trying to get them a meal on one income. That's what it feels like playing tank with the DPS behind you, bro. They're goddamn annoying, bro. They don't know how to do nothing. You can't play no other tanks around them.
You're not gonna do this whole video, of course. It's what?
Because any other tanks is throw. And I know healers gotta be upset when you're pumping heals into a DPS you know not getting no kills. You're pumping heals into a DPS you know is getting no kills, no value. And it's just looking for the next person to blame. That's all.
And you do that because you're trying not to, maybe they'll get it together. But Rio is another tank man. And, again, so I'm going to start right here. Season 4 just dropped last week before last, which one ever. Angela, they finally gave us another tank. Love Angela. Love using Angela. But Angela is not a solo tank. And I have to say this because the vast majority of the Marvel Rivals community don't know how to play the game. If you saw the video I did the other day, a lot of people don't have an inner monologue. And so they're just out here doing shit. They're just out here doing shit and saying shit without thinking it through. And so when you tell people Angela's not a solo tank, they get upset. And I'm the person that if you first of all, don't insta-lock her in competitive. Please don't. You are not ready. Stop throwing every new character right into competitive. Stop doing that. It don't work. So characters like Mantis, Luna, who else can stun her? Mantis, Luna, Penny, the Thing. If you can stun Angela, it's a wrap on her. She doesn't have a large health pool. And most people don't know how to use her. Black Widow can even stun. So and she has like the lowest amount of stun. If you can get her with a Black Widow kick, and then people, which nobody does, and then people focus her down, which is what you're supposed to do, because a good Angela needs to be focused out. It's gonna be an issue, but CC her, focus her out. She's not that big of an issue, and it's largely because people don't know how to use her. What he's talking about is you one-trick ponies. Good God, is it annoying? Learn to use a different character. It's imperative for you to win. If you want to win, you want to learn how to use multiple characters in multiple roles. For whatever reason, I get stuck with one tricks, and I don't know why the algorithm for Rivals has decided to hold me. But I am monitoring I guess it's your player level, whatever number that is that comes up under your player card on when you're on competitive. Whatever, I'm looking at that, and they keep sticking me with people that just started this game. I'm going to do a whole nother video about that, along with me trolling somebody with Luna, who I don't even know how to use. But let's
That's
continue.
all they do. It's gotta be disheartening. When I play healer and I keep pumping heals into somebody, I'm like, bruh, come on, gang, get a kill. Dude, just heal me. How much healing you need, bruh, you fool? I had this stupid DPS say to me, bro, how do you only have 7 final hits? You're throwing by the end of the game. I said, nigga, you have 9. Yeah, 2 more than you. I said, I'm a tank. I'm a tank. What did you want?
I have a similar experience. This past week, I was playing competitive with this group that talked a lot. And I thought I was on a good team because they talked a lot, but they were clowns. They were clowns. And I'm going to show this footage when I do the other video that's completely dedicated to this. I ended up, first of all, the first person I chose, they told me to switch. Me being a nice person I am, I got into the voice chat. All right, who you want me to switch to? Switch to who they want me to switch to. I swear to you, maybe it was like 2 minutes into the match, they switch off the team up. So now what am I supposed to do? I'm tanking the whole time. I think I started out with Hulk because they wanted the Namor team up. The Namor team up wasn't working for him. Bro switched. So now I'm just in here as Hulk. And there's several moments where I'm just, while my team's alive, I'm on point dying. While my team's alive, playing in the background. We get to the end of this one. Dude, for whatever reason, loses it on me. If you want to play with me, hey, Super Unk, Marvel Rivals, that's my name, Super Unk. But he says in the voice chat, how do you have 18 deaths you're throwing? First of all, I didn't pick who I wanted to pick because I wanted to help you guys out. That's the first thing. But this is what I did. I immediately said, that's because I'm on point by myself. Don't do this. Caught myself about to rage on him. I said, bro, don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm on point by myself. I went 15 and 18 that game. I went 15 and 18 that game. And it's because you guys, you leave the tank on point by themselves. And you expect the tank to just do shit. I don't know why y'all do this. So I'm supposed to just make the space, do everything in front of me, and protect myself all at the same time while you do what as the DPS throwing me. As the DPS throwing me, I'm here by myself taking all the shots, and you look at it like I led the lobby in block damage, meaning I'm doing my job, and I also had I think 6 or 7 final hits, but I'm on point by myself just dying. And I told him I died so y'all could live. This is what tanks do. This is why he said it's like being a single mother trying to provide food for 5 kids on 1 income. Y'all, somebody got to help me out a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm a tank. What did you want? If I'm on tank and I get final hits, W. You not having the final hits that we need is a problem, nigga. You are the pressure that dictates if we move forward. This nigga said to me, create space. I said, how do you think we're gonna get that space? I said, you think we get that space off of like reparations since I'm black? You think I'm owed space if I move up and I let them know I'm black playing tank? What do you think we're gonna do to get that space? What do you think? Do you think I'm gonna, when you say create space, do you want me to do this? Walk forward and everybody move out the way like I'm Jesus' second coming parting the Red Seas? Nigga, that's what you want me to do to create space? Or are you thinking I should just be here and the enemy team is just gonna be like, well, that's his space, now you can get it? Or chat, or am I supposed to be here blocking, doing what I'm doing, waiting on our DPS to create enough pressure or get a pick in order for us to actually move, but for me to not give up our space so that they don't walk past me, nigga? Which one am I supposed to do? They throw the biggest fits, man. They're children. And they be grown men. They be whole grown men. Get on the mic, start talking about finances and shit. Nigga, how about you finance a kill, nigga? How about you finance a kill, nigga? You doing all that, nigga, talking about finances on the mic, nigga. How about you do that? I wanted to talk about this for the longest. And it's one of those things that, like, truly, honest to God, make me mad about this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's one of those things that truly, honest to God, makes me mad about this game. And that is whenever you're tanking, and I don't know how y'all feel about this or if y'all have went through this, but I'm telling you, dead serious, this irritates me more than anything else. You can't play, and when I say you can't, listen to what I mean, my nigga. You cannot play certain tanks when you're in rank based on the skill level of your DPS.
Okay, that's another ad, and that means we're done here. But he is right about that. If your DPS is garbage, I can't play cap and press their back line because my DPS is garbage. Can't play cap most times in the ranks that I'm in. I struggle to get out of gold. And it's because I don't know what it is that I get handed the doldrums of the community. And I have video proof. Last night I was playing. I swear on everything. I kept saying it. What is it about flyers that y'all just don't understand? What is it about flyers that y'all just don't understand? I'm telling people the entire match. Hey, not the entire match because bro did the. I get the geniuses that play against me. So bro realized that we walked them down the first when we was on offense. Bro realized that we walked them down. So he switched to Iron Man. He then begins to go for 59. He went 59-8, and he did not start that way. And again, I'm going to show this proof in a later video. I'm going to show this proof. He did not start that way. When he did, I immediately said, somebody's got to do something about Iron Man. Because that Iron Man switch is the reason that we didn't get 3 points because they stopped us right there before we got it. So the entire next round, I'm in the chat. Hey, somebody's got to answer Iron Man. Somebody, please answer for Iron Man. I'm the tank. I'm the tank. Of course, I'm the tank. Somebody answer Iron Man. What does my DPS do? He switches to the thing. I ask you to deal with Iron Man and you switch to the thing? Why? What is this? What is this? I spend the rest of the match pinging him, saying somebody do something until I finally say screw it and I switch to Black Widow. I finally get the picks on him, and he then, like, this Iron Man was apparently good because he then started circling around the team because nobody else sees him. He starts circling around the team and focusing me with the chest beam. His biggest problem, he focuses me out with the chest beam, and then nobody else can do anything because we got Moon Knight standing in the back doing nothing. Y'all, the DPS players, I swear all of y'all work off of one brain cell, one collective brain cell. And that brain cell is, I'm the main character of this anime, and I'm going to be the one to rescue the team. Instead of doing what is needed. You do what you want to do, believing wholeheartedly that it will work, even though it's just sometimes it's not. Like, why would you switch to the thing? Why would you switch to the thing and I'm asking you to get Iron Man out the sky and you switch to the thing. Where you gonna jump up there? Come on, bro. As soon as you jump up there, you're in the enemy back lines and you die. Y'all, cut this out. All right, I'm over that one. Let's go to Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts. So, yes, I'm late. I watched Thunderbolts. Off rip. Thunderbolts. IMDb gives you a 7.2. I'm going to give you a 5. Thunderbolts is a 5. And it's because I don't like. They want to be half this and half that. Some of it wants to be serious, And then some of it, again, the MCU, we have to make our jokes. We have to hard, all of that. And everything is it's too on the nose. I want to give um Elaine. Her name is Julia Louise Dreyfus. Elaine, I know her as Elaine from Seinfeld. Elaine, I'm gonna give you your props. You acted your ass off in this film. Sebastian Stan, I don't know why they had you look like that. I'm sorry that they did that to your character. That they made you look like a disheveled version of yourself for absolutely no reason. The movie is a 5, and it's a 5 because it refused to fully grab my attention. Everything, again, was painfully on the nose. They made it painfully obvious that Yelena was going to be Bob's emotional anchor. And it's their very first interaction. I just knew for a fact, oh, she's his emotional anchor because they can't stop him. Nobody on that team can stop the Sentry. You know, comic books. Nobody on that team has even a wish or a prayer against the Sentry. So they had to have a way to humanize and bring him back to Earth. And it was made painfully obvious that that was going to be Yelena. I hate being able to predict movies. I do. I really do. And maybe I should start writing them, but hey, give me paid, get this video out there to somebody. And maybe it happens. I should stop speaking like that. And of course it will happen. Gosh darn you. This is one point I really wanted to make. And this knocked the movie down 2 points for me. And I guess it's a Disney thing overall, a Disney Marvel thing overall. What y'all did to Taskmaster was absolutely criminal. Absolutely criminal. What y'all did to the Taskmaster character was absolutely criminal. So not only did you and it started with the Black Widow movie that nobody asked for. So off rip, nobody cares that you made it a female. Nobody gave a damn. But off rip, you changed how they have the power. In the comics, this is just his power. I'm able to imitate. I forget what it's called. Somebody knows better than me, but he's able to. They now are able to imitate what another hero or villain does to the T. Exact replication of it. And you took that and said, no, they're not that skilled individual anymore. It's a chip in their head. Whatever they did, it's something stupid, right? You did that, made her a B plot of the first movie that you did with her that nobody even liked, right? Excuse me. And then in the Thunderbolts, you put a bullet in her head. Really, nigga? Taskmaster fans, I know you are highly upset with this move because I'm a Taskmaster fan and I was upset. As soon as they did it, I was like, no, y'all didn't just kill her like that. No, y'all did not just kill the Taskmaster like that. Spider-Man has problems with this person. This person trains in look it up. Look up the comics. Please read the comics. Please read the source material for these movies. Taskmaster trains other villains how to beat these heroes. Not even a villain or a hero. It's just a hired. They're just so dope at what they do and what they know how to do that villains hire him or her, whoever it is. It doesn't matter. They hire them to train their recruits on how to fight these heroes. You took that good of a character and you just put a bullet in his head in one movie that nobody cared about, and in this garbage. I'm not gonna call it full garbage, but it's a 5. It's meh. Meh. Like, come on, bro. The only good parts of the movie to me was when they tried to emotionally bound us to certain characters. Like, I always get, you know, all the fathers of these movies, films and shows always get to me. What was his name? U.S. agent. I forget his actual name in the film. Um, damn, he left you and took the kid after the little incident. Damn, y'all did, cuz. Like, wow. Good way to grab us emotionally, but you did not pay it off. You didn't pay it off. No emotional payoff on that one. Alexi gave the father lines, Red Guardian, Alexi. The father lines that they put into this movie were absolutely perfect. Again, I have daughters, and the one interaction in the movie where she's like, she tells him to go away. He's like, I won't. Okay, fine, then keep chasing me. I will. Exactly what I would have said as a father. Go away. No, I'm your dad. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, fine, keep chasing me. I will. But you're going to hear me. We're going to talk. But the Sentry, do I like how they displayed his powers? Eh. That was a nice way to not. That was a nice, like the way they did it. It was a nice way to not raise the body count and have people asking, well, what about all those people that died? You know, still a gazillion dollars in property damage, and then at the end, that was a great way to do that. Just a second, I'm gonna walk you right in front of these cameras, and hey, yeah, do it right here in front of God and everybody. I own you now. Yeah, I'm with the government, buddy. You don't know nothing but what the clothes you got on, and those are on lease. So where this goes, I don't know. The end credit scene, spoilers, is the end of the Fantastic Four film. I have not watched the Fantastic Four film. I will by the next time that I do this here podcast. But you know, Thunderbolts, 5 out of 10. How you did Taskmaster was criminal. How y'all did Taskmaster was criminal. Everything was far too obvious and far too on the nose. And y'all gotta start picking better lead actors. You do. You do. This is the problem that a lot of men are having with you, Disney and Marvel, is that you're trying to keep leading us with female characters. Not that that's a bad thing, but you have to write them well. You have to write these characters well. You have to write the movie well. Don't just throw a woman in our face and be like, accept it. And the story's not even good. That was another point. I don't like how quickly he got a hold of his powers. I don't like improper skill learning, scaling, and I had the same problem with Rey from Star Wars. I hated that. And this is a soapbox that my family has heard me stand on several times. That first movie with Rey and Kylo Ren, I hated how they did that. Just all suddenly, just all, and I get it. Now I get it, kind of get it. She's related to Palpatine. Whatever. Ain't no way that this person that just started knowing about the Force. No way that this person that just started knowing about the Force was supposed to be able to not only pull off a Jedi mind trick, but then in a saber battle beats Kylo Ren, who you start the movie off freezing a blaster in the air.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Absolutely no way that was supposed to happen, but you did it. You did it. This is why the sequels this is why nobody messes with those, because this is what you do, because she's a woman and because you want us to have a woman lead. You improperly and unfairly scale her abilities with shit that took Jedi Masters years.
You will remove these restraints and leave this cell with the door open.
We'll remove these restraints and leave the cell with the door open.
If you don't cut it out, you're a rookie. You don't have that. You don't have that move. You just started your skill tree. You don't have that move. Man, get off it, because I'll be there all day. All right. The anime review. And this is where I That is not the anime. Do I like trash anime? Do I choose to watch trash anime? I thought this one was going somewhere. They put a 7.7. This thing a foe. This thing a foe. It had viral moments and that's it. And those viral moments are only from the first 3 or 4 episodes. I tried to watch the last one. I tried to watch the final episode of the season 3 different times and I was just out of it. I was just out of it. What are we doing here? What is this? I don't even have for real notes for this. I did, but I don't want to read them because you got to watch the whole anime. You got to watch. Don't watch this. It's a waste of your time. Fable is a waste of your time. And I know I'm going to get railed in the comments for this, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm so tired of stakeless, meaningless anime. What are we even doing here? An impossible killing machine trying to live a normal life. I get it. But come on. It's stupid. Fable is a 4. It's so boring. I thugged it out so I could talk about it on a podcast, but it's so boring. You want an entire anime worth of filler? Here we go, right here. This man. Anywho, yeah, Fable. Hey, bro, y'all need to do better than this. I swear I need to start writing stuff, boy. I swear. On to the next. See, I don't even have a lot of time for that. Danganronpa. Now, this is one I watched a few years ago, and I just discovered that there is a season 3. If you don't know what Danganronpa is, this is a good anime. I'm gonna rate I'll rate the first season. I don't know if there is a second season, but the one I'm watching seems to be number 3. I don't know how they're doing this. Got a lot of catching up to do on this. Danganronpa, I'm gonna give it a 7. I love a classic whodunit. Who's the bad guy? Girl. Whatever. It was a girl in the first season. Sorry. Spoilers. Should have said that earlier. But I'm gonna frame it for you. Danganronpa is set in a world that has suffered a major catastrophe by the hands of some organization, and the first season takes place inside of, I think it's a high school. These rules are set in order to where at the end of a certain amount of time, somebody's going to die. Somebody is going to die. Unless you can figure out certain things. It's good. Trust me. I'm not going to say it's peak, but it's pretty good. It is pretty good. And so season 3, the one I'm on right now, it brings those stakes back in, but now with highly skilled individuals. You know what I'm saying? The first one is just regular high schoolers. I played baseball, I played basketball, all that type of stuff. I'm a super genius. All that schnish But it plays on the whodunit thing well. It really does. And yeah, enroll in a prestigious high school, which turns out to be a devious trap designed to tempt the pupils to murder one another in order to graduate. Except that's not what it is. Like, it's so like, you gotta watch this one. You're gonna, I'm not gonna say you're gonna be on the edge of your seat, but it is gonna make you think. It is gonna make you think. This is one of the better animes. Again, what did I give it, a 7? Yeah, I gave the first season a 7. And it's, there's not a lot of, if you like action-packed fight anime, it's not for you. But if you like a good sit and pontificate and think about this, like I do, Danganronpa is up your alley. Moving on, because I am quickly running through my time. I'm at 33 minutes. That's not bad. God of High School. And I just started watching this. I think I'm on episode 12, 11. Another stakeless fight anime. And I'm telling you right now, this one is not going to rate above a 6 for me. It is not. Because what are we doing here? And again, I ask y'all, do I like watching trash anime? Or do I just keep picking trash? Because I don't like watching them. I thug through it because it's for the content. And I want to hear what other people have to say with it. And I want to be knowledgeable when I say what I say about it. And stakeless. There's some good fights. It's not choreographed like that one fight in Boruto. I'll put it in the edit. Are they just dope with the skills? What is it? I don't. You get the powers from a god, so it's not your power. You're borrowing power. Come on. Can we just? And does it have to be some supernatural, demonic shit? Some of this stuff I don't want to watch at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning during the witching hours. Bro got devil horns on his head. What's going on here? I kind of root for the bad guys in this one because the bad guys are talking about one true God, but it's a false God. So it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? In every single anime that I've been watching recently, they can't pick a lane. I'm so tired of the idiotic, and I'm so tired of the idiotic protagonist trope. I'm so tired of the idiotic protagonist trope. I can't stand it. I just want to fight. Jesus, did you copy and paste Goku? I just want to fight so I can get stronger. Can we have another protagonist? The bumpkin idiot that's not that smart, but he's really strong and capable, so he's the hero of the... Stop. Stop. I'm so tired of it. Good God. Ooh. This is my soapbox against bad anime. I'm tired of the tropes. I don't want to watch another isekai. I don't want another dumb protagonist. I don't want to watch a full anime where they fake at, I don't want to watch another anime where they fake seriousness, but nobody ever suffers serious consequences. Yeah, I'm tired of my anime faking the stakes. Tired of the dumb protagonist that only wants to get stronger. It has no other purpose than to get stronger. They tried to make me care about his grandfather. Ooh, they tried to make me care about his granddad. I don't. You should have led with that. If you wanted us to care about him being beaten and bruised wherever he was, you should have led us with it. There should have been more to it. Instead, you tried to sprinkle him in, and then all of a sudden we're supposed to care about him because this guy cares about him. Come on, y'all. You can do better than this. It's giving lazy. Giving lazy. Anyhow, that is it for me today. Where's that? Bring my text back. There we go. That is it for it today. You take this down as well. Look out for the other videos later. I am going to do those. Again, this is Chef Boy He's Cute. Follow me, Man Cave Media ENT on YouTube. It's all right up. Never do this. Yeah, it's all right here. Man Cave Media ENT on YouTube. Twitch, it is Uncle Bad Hands. IG and TikTok, you know it's Chef Boy He's Cute. Like, follow, subscribe. Peace.